Militia Actual Play. Planning time! How will the team enact the capture of Red Hot? They could stalk him back to wherever he is calling home. They could lure him out by threatening a loved one. Or they could use Improv's plan that only involves 1,000 rounds of gel ammunition and half a dozen dwarves on motorcycles. It's time to begin episode 51, but I, as the player, have my suspicions.
So, do you guys remember what happened last time?
We made a deal with Heatwave
To find and bring back Red Hot.
because he's a snitch. Not that Horatio knows that, but I, as the player, have my suspicions.
You guys were able to track his comm link to a very nice part of Ren.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and we tracked it
remember that, okay.
specifically to an area close to a knight errant headquarters or office.
Yep. It's the Knight Errant Security on 3rd Street, just south of Bellevue. It's in the, right next to Fed Boeing.
Okay. Oh no, Fed Boeing.
So,
Well,
We could steal a jet.
Wait, can any of us fly a jet?
I actually can, through the amazing part of Shadowrun skills.
Sorry, didn't mean to laugh at that. Apologies.
well, and then he's also a rigger, so even if he doesn't know the mechanics of flying, he can just jump in and instinctively fly.
all right, because you can default on flying a jet. I forgot about that.
You just flap your arms mentally. That works.
It's easy. Don't try and pilot a walker without learning, though. You can't do that.
I know that whole left foot, right foot thing is way too complicated unless you went to school.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's not like a walker is a jet, right?
Well, you can't default on it, but if you do a flight simulator for 20 minutes, you have a good idea of how to fly.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Right.
Tar.
As per usual. Hey, sorry about the wait.
Oh no, you're fine. We are going to jump back in, just jump in real quick because Solid doesn't have a whole lot of time with us.
Sounds good.
Brief overview of last time. We kind of did flashbacks and got to know your characters a little bit more. You guys made a deal with Heatwave to hunt down and bring back alive Red Hot back to the Crimson Crush faction that you guys are more or less allied with. And
in
trace
return,
his comm link to just east of Fed Boeing.
All right. Are we graduating to actual Shadowruns? This seems like an actual run. This is crazy.
It's oddly familiar with an extraction. Is that the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. What neighborhood was this again? I mean, it's west of Fed Boeing, but exactly where?
Wasn't it out towards Maplewood?
It's just north of Maplewood.
Okay.
Where it literally just says in black Renton.
Yeah.
It's right there, right beside I-45
Okay.
or 405, not 45.
Ooh, we're gonna stand out a bit in a double A zone, I think. Ooh.
Yeah, for all you garbage people that don't have real sins, you will.
Yeah. We're gonna have to hide in the truck when you drive past. We're gonna have to kneel down.
Well, and remember, all you did last time was trace it.
Yeah. You have to
That was
actually see. I mean, it could be in the bottom of a trash can. We don't know. We got to go find out. But
we called it and set up a meeting to deliver the stuff.
Yes. And he told you your usual drop-off spot, which is just north of Brainhaven, or Brainhaven, close to Lake Sammamish.
So maybe
Right.
we're going to go there, and then if the dude shows up, we've got him. We just grab him, and if he's not there, whoever does show up, we grab them.
that's
Right?
That's smart thinking.
And then we can talk to them or something.
Why do we?
I mean, I'm okay with that. There's no reason to do deep planning. That's not who we are.
Well,
That's not how this works.
It's the KISS principle. Keep it simple
Yeah.
because we're stupid.
Hey.
Love it.
I mean, I'm fine with that. We can just go meet him and either meet him or his dude, and when we see his dude, we say, "Where is he?" When he says, "I don't know," we shoot everybody who's with him, and then we ask him again.
Yeah.
Juliet approves.
And just to be clear, every time you guys have dropped off something for Red Hot as a delivery, he has been there personally.
Hey, that works for me.
Well, here's a question.
Hmm.
Do we want some of our dudes, some of our fighters, our warriors, our homies in this area to stick around? Maybe be a block away in the car?
That's possible. One other thing I would like to ask. So this might be, I don't know if this is possible, but Pickle, would it be possible to make something that is like a giant bomb, but just creates like a pressure wave? So basically a giant concussion bomb.
So a giant flashbang.
Yes, to do stun damage. I'm talking about a really big one. Like Kennel's tossing a duffel bag.
What about like if we did like a stinger like they use in prisons with the rubber balls inside of them?
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah, you could do the hornet's nest idea, definitely, with causing a really big pressure wave.
Oh well, so I was just thinking of a concussion grenade. Sorry.
Yeah, like even concussion grenades, like even something close to it, within probably like 5 meters or so, you're still probably going to kill somebody.
Okay, then giant sting ball. Then what would you need for me to make a duffel bag size sting ball?
Kilo of Anfo and
We got that.
Yeah, kilo of Anfo, and we'll say
I can do. I can do some
probably
survive.
you'd probably use a whole bunch of gel rounds. So like say like buy 1,000 gel rounds.
All right.
And probably work. I mean, you would have to jury rig it for it to actually like go off properly, but that would work.
I'll spend $2,500 to have a giant to have a bag that just blasts 1,000 gel rounds around it. I'll do that. That sounds awesome. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Totes agreed.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing over here. Oh god, that sounds horrible and hilarious.
I mean,
Like,
that's
all at the same
essentially what
time.
it is, right?
Yeah. So guys, like Red Hot has a lot of people, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we don't want to kill him. So this bomb might not work, and she'll hold up one bomb, and she'll say, "This also wouldn't work because it's covered in poison. Don't touch it." And then she'll put it down on the table beside Horatio, and she'll say, "But I can make something that's good. If I have that bag, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I gotta go to Stuffer Shack. I'll buy
Horatio
1,000.
scoots back about a foot.
And do you need like some demolitions or something to make this? What are you gonna want?
Yes, this would
Okay.
definitely be demolitions, jury rigged, IED,
Yeah.
with the probably a +6 from having the facility. No, +4.
Want me to assist with my amazing 4 dice?
No, I'm good.
Are you happy with that amount of successes?
Is this an extended or a single?
Single.
All right, let me check what my mental limit is actually. I can keep 9. Fuck it, we're going all the way. I don't care.
So you can keep 9. Your limit is going to go up by 1 because of having the facility.
Ooh.
So-
right. Shit.
So you would have 10.
Nice. So there's going to be this duffel bag that's covered in like plastic wrap and duct tape, and has a little handle made out of duct tape on one side. And she's going to say, this has about 1,000 gel rounds in it. When it explodes, it's going to throw them everywhere. Don't be near it. Also, don't touch it unless you're you. And she'll point to Kennel.
Wait, how you going to launch this thing?
You're going to throw it.
Oh, cool. Wait,
I didn't put any poison in it though. I didn't have time.
Now, quick question, because this may be important. What type of rounds did you get?
I think I probably would have gotten either SMG or AR.
Okay.
Probably SMG because I figure that would because SMG is the same as pistol most times, right? So that would be a lot more available in like shittier areas, right? As opposed to just AR ammo.
So you guys have this bomb made. So are you going to go to the meet?
I don't see why not. If he tries to pull anything stupid, we'll have boys the street over, and we have a giant duffel bag gel bomb.
Might be the perfect time for Julia, Dwarven Outriders.
Ooh,
Well, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh, the better equipped guys, right? The A team should be the response force because they can they can put a lot of fire on from the outside. We'll bring some of the like basic dudes with us, but the A team should be the response force.
All right. So who are you taking?
We're bringing Juliet's Outriders, the Juliet Special Forces. Should we send out the snipers? Like, should we put them in some nests a little distance away?
No, because they're not going to last in a double A zone. They wear trash ghillie suits.
Well, no, for
They're not gonna last in
the
a double.
drop off is still in Redmond. Or are we going to go tracking down the comlink, or are we going to go to the meet and drop off the?
Sorry, I don't think they're particularly good at sneaking into places.
Okay.
Right? They're good at sitting still and firing a sporting rifle. That's about it.
Yeah, and I think the Outriders will be useful just because when we go to grab him, he's going to run. And having some mobile, shooters who can intercept him by cutting around the block, that's going to be huge, right?
Yeah.
True.
Do we want to bust out the D series, the giant war wagon?
In a double A zone?
No.
Well, this is still
near
in Redmond.
Brainhaven.
The drop off is.
Yeah, this is the
okay.
drop off. The double A zone is where we tracked the comlink, but we're talking about the meet because we called him up and we were like, "Hey, yo, we got the tribute." So he said, "Okay, same bat time, same bat channel." So since we're going to be basically in Brainhaven, or like the north part of Brainhaven by the lake, that's why I'm wondering: do we want to bust out the heavy stuff, or do we want to keep it light?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We could also just bring one of the Gophers that have like the ram plate and everything on there.
I figured I would drive because if they
Go.
pull, we want the rigger vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Come to think about it, I
Oh,
don't think we even
crap,
have
that's
any
right.
bikes, do we?
The D series does have a rigger adaptation on it.
Yeah, it's the Gophers we haven't put the rigger box on yet.
Well, we can use my truck. I'm concerned that these guys are, he's a ganger, right? He's gonna do what gangers do, which is you're gonna have lookouts, and they might be hard to spot. And if we roll up with the warrior wagon, people might get real on edge because that's not what we've been rolling up in. And
I
it's
can see
also the
that.
kind of thing that people are gonna see from miles away, right? Start calling them
Gophers and-
gangers.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just go as we usually do. We have the Outriders and the A team in like a Gopher a street over. If shit kicks off, we've got that giant bomb to really mess with them. And like, it doesn't look out of place for you to be carrying a duffel bag in Redmond, right? And then when shit goes hot, we got support, and they're not overly surprised.
Well, who says it's a bomb? It's actually a bunch of drugs, right?
Oh yeah. It's a tribute. Here you go.
All right, so we're calling it a tribute. So obviously you have the bomb in there, but it's big and heavy. It's not going to take up the whole bag.
No,
Do you,
but that's
like,
fine.
Do you guys like want to like cover it with stuff to make it look legit?
Do we want to do like a couple bags of flour just so when it goes off it sends out that white cloud?
Well, we can put a little of the product we have in there, if only so that when it's like open the zip and show me what you got. He's like, oh, right. Like, I mean, if you actually take the bag and paw around in it to look, it's going to be very obvious. But if you're doing that, it's about to explode, right?
Okay. Would you mind making me a disguise check if that's the case? Just all of you can help here.
Sure. Who's the
Yeah.
best person to actually doing it? Does anyone have disguise?
Julia does. 1 second.
Hey.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't.
good, baby.
Yeah, I'm a negative. Holy crap, I forgot I have leadership. Hang on, let me throw leadership at you.
So is Juliet assisting in this, or is she actually applying the disguise?
To me, it sounds like she's applying it.
It
Yeah.
sounds like it.
Sounds good.
Hey, 4 hits.
All right. There we go. Not bad.
Is that with all the assist?
Yeah. She only had 6. She's got a spec in cosmetic, but I don't think that quite applies.
No, cosmetic is like
Face,
actual
yeah.
face.
That's why I didn't apply it.
So yeah, like after you guys get done, you look at it, it's pretty decent. Like unless they're like fully digging this thing out, it's going to be hard for them to notice it. You either make sure to like put something below the bomb to where it's not like sagging in the center, showing like something is real heavy is right there. And so you guys are taking the A team, which consists of, was it orcs, trolls?
So this might just be my memory being poor because it's been a long day. I thought we had decided that we're going to keep like the general rank and file, the orcs and the trolls, all in the same kit for right now. And we put the humans, we built them up as snipers, and then Juliet got the
Oh,
outriders.
right. Shit. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's
That's
been
okay.
2 weeks. I apologize.
No, you're good.
I'm flipping through old
I'm-
notes trying to remember too. Don't feel bad at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I'm catching up myself.
Why
Alright,
don't we
that's
just
fine.
because we have a gopher that has 5 firing ports. It can seat 6 orcs, and a troll takes up 2 spaces. Why don't we just fill one of our gophers with 6 orcs, have them a few streets back, and if we need them, there's 5 firing ports on it. They can 5 of them can lean out and shoot. One of them drives.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
And then you have Juliet's
outriders.
specialty group.
The 5 dwarves on what were they, gophers or something, like little motorcycles.
Did we actually buy them? Yeah, I think we did buy them, the Gophers. I had that on
Yeah,
our sheet.
you got them growlers, but I thought
Growlers,
it was
thank
like,
you.
if I remember correctly, you got just 2 growlers, and then
Yeah, 2
that
growlers,
was
5
yours as well.
Yeah, because the idea was to put 2 of them on each growler, so one could drive while the other one shot.
Oh, we might have a mono wheel still.
Do we?
No,
No,
we
you
used
blew it
that
up.
to blow up the shopping mall for the diversion when we
Yeah.
were on the roof getting the
Darn.
antenna. Do we have any contacts who can get hand grenades yet?
Zap.
Yeah, Juliet's contact.
Would it be possible to contact him so I could get a couple of high explosive grenades?
Yes,
I
it
was thinking
would.
4 if possible. Their availability 11F and 100 apiece.
You get a plus
That's
3 or
the-
plus
that's-
2 respect.
Well, that's the thing. Do you guys kind of have Zap's, like, one of his stashes with you guys? And so you call Zap and be like, hey, can I get some frag grenades? He's like, so how many do you need?
4?
All right, hold on. And after probably 5 to 10 minutes, a little tiny drone comes rolling up out of the little underground area that you guys set aside for him. It comes up and is holding a little wooden box with like little slats of like 10 grenades.
Thanks.
See, fellas,
Thanks,
this
dude.
is why I love Zap.
Yeah, it's like a little crawler drone that just kind of.
Kenna will count out 1, 2, 3, 4 and hold them up to the drone so it can see. Hello, little robot with explosives. I ain't stealing nothing. I'm getting the 4 I asked for. Thanks.
No, like it just like holds the box up.
Oh, are these
It
all?
doesn't leave.
Okay, then Kenna will reach down and he'll pick up the box, like the whole thing, and shrug.
And it takes off. Doesn't even get payment from you. Just takes off.
Beginning to like this Zap duty yours, man. So those are high X explosives. I'll add into my sheet and update.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing with the outriders?
Probably ready behind them, because that way if they take off, somehow these guys can chase them down, right? What do you guys think?
I was thinking
Yeah.
maybe have them like circle the area and try to spot out if he has any kind of snipers or backup in the area.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. That's fair.
I mean, Juliet, you are the expert on these people, so that would kind of be up to you.
Fine. Well, Mr. GM, what was remind me of? Did we go over the layout, the surroundings of the meeting point?
No, we didn't.
That is Juliet's first priority then. She wants a drone to be snapping pictures. Drags out maps,
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that because Horatio, he's a rigger. That's what he does that in his sleep. When it gets out over there, I mean, you guys have also been here before. It used to be a shipping yard for some sort of company, but most of the building itself has collapsed. And it's a place known for meetings like this. Like you go here, do what you need to do, drop it off, and then go. Most locals stay clear of here. This is a known area for gang meetups, like actual like formal fights, brawls, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
As far as around it, it's mostly fairly open, but there's a lot of shantytowns, a lot of squatters. No gang is actually set up here.
How many pathways that can fit a vehicle, a 4-wheeler vehicle in to this meeting?
Depends on what size, like a car or something.
Car.
It'd be
Standard car.
hard for the car to get through just because it's the Barrens. The roads are in horrible condition, but it would be able to get through pretty easily. You wouldn't be able to fit it through the little shantytown areas that like the little squatter communities that Redmond's known for. You wouldn't be able to fit it through any of those without plowing through stuff. but a motorcycle could fit into those areas pretty easily. This whole area is a place with a lot of cover, a lot of places to run, and spread out if you need to.
Okay. Really, Juliet's looking for good vantage points to set up her probably 2 nests of her dwarven killers.
What do you mean as far as setup? Like ambush point, sniper's nest?
Not snipers, assault rifle range. Probably within like 100 meters.
Of the meeting point
Mm-hmm.
or away from it?
Within 100 meters of meeting point.
There would be a few buildings that they could get up into, but they'd have to leave their vehicles behind in order to do so.
That's fine. Just so long as they can find buildings that control those routes where the cars would pass. Yeah, we're going to be using those buildings for 1 rifleman apiece, and then the other single rifleman and Juliet are going to pair off with the grenadiers to get much closer.
Okay, I just gave you guys 2 new handouts, meeting point and meeting surroundings. Meeting point is basically what this area looks like. A fairly large like warehouse type area that is collapsed and broken into. But instead of like the picture of like where there only appears to be like one good way in, the left side of the picture, most of that has been either tunneled through or something like that, like where a fairly sizable truck could fit through if need be.
Okay.
And then meeting surroundings is what the surrounding area is. A whole lot of broken down buildings, industrial areas that have been turned into squats and whatnot, with shanty towns filling in a lot of the places around it.
Yeah, the grenadiers are going to need. We're going to need our people up pretty darn close, actually. Basically, all within view of the open meeting.
Well, I mean, they're fast, right? They're on growler, so if they're around the building,
That they're going to be fast and pretty maneuverable because 1, they're dwarves. 2, they're pretty decent drivers on dirt bikes. So yeah, if you want them set up fairly close by, it's pretty easy to do. If you don't mind, I'm going to roll for them on my own.
leadership them.
I mean, I'd happily leadership them, but they kind of belong to Juliet, so I feel kind of bad taking over her troops, you know?
Nah, it's okay. But yes,
Juliet's more of like a part of them versus like leading them. She's like the field leader versus the figurehead.
So if you're saying, in fact, what I think you're saying, and I can throw some leadership dice on them, I will happily do that.
Yeah, like without like stepping on our toes. Like this is just like you motivating them, is the way I'm picturing it.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like 5 hits to me.
Okay. So yeah, Juliet, do you go with these guys? Do you stay with the rest of the team?
Nah,
are you
she's
doing?
going with these guys.
So you're going with the Outriders. Okay.
She's going to be sticking these into 2 groups, 2 riflemen and a grenadier apiece, she being one of the riflemen. And they're going to hopefully find some nice spots with at least partial cover within open view of the meeting spot.
Would you mind making me a sneaking test?
By all means.
As you guys are getting into position, your boys do you proud. After you guys split up and head off, you don't hear them outside of like them checking in. You wouldn't know where they were, and without them telling you exactly where they were.
I'm so
Nice.
proud. I'm so proud right now.
And then the rest of you. So, are you taking a handful of your orcs with you? A couple of your trolls?
I would like
How do
for.
we usually?
We really didn't get super specific about the meta types that we had before. When we went and we robbed the other gang for all their drug precursors, we had taken, what was it, 4 orcs and 1 troll, I think is what we took. But with the vehicle that we have, we could do that again. My only concern is that a troll takes up 2 seats, so that'll be 1 fewer gun on our side should we need them. Oh god, what is the before I start calculating my dice pools, what does the PTAC 2 give us?
A lot.
+1 to combat stat, plus 1 perception, gives me more firewall. It lets me transfer 5 initiative between people as well. I'll probably be combat command on this because we can link the Outriders and the car people together.
Okay, so are you taking 10 orcs or 8 orcs and 2 trolls? Or I'm sorry, not 8 orcs. 6 orcs and 2 trolls.
Do we just want to use the gophers? Like, do we want to take them both or just one? Because we were trying to keep this as similar to every other drop off that we do.
Let's just do one because we'll have the Outriders and we have the bomb,
Yeah, Juliet and her mooks will be around. They'll be on with the growlers.
and everyone will be pie-tacked up. So
No, they're not mooks. Those guys are like special forces, but half the size. But
Kinda
all the
special forces?
ferocity. Can we call them half pints?
Well, I mean, if you want to be stuffed into a pint, sure, but
No, I wouldn't fit. The glass would break.
yeah, that's the point. We break you. So, yeah.
No, but I wouldn't fit.
Okay. So you're taking 1 gopher, taking 2.
I believe that we are going to be in Horatio's, and then we're going to send our totally not bullet sponge mooks in one of the Yurzed out ones. And Juliet will be with her Outriders that are circling the area and checking for counter ambush and those fun things.
Let
Okay.
the perception rolls begin.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind making me a perception roll.
make sure to take your +2.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.